Hey again everybody, welcome to another video gameplay. This time I am doing the Ultimate Superstick by Beeshu. Now this is a little joystick that came out late 80s. I remember looking in the magazines and wanting one of these really bad for my Atari, and that's what I got here. This is the Commodore, Amiga, 64, and Atari versions of it. It's lesser known, I guess, distributed. The Nintendo version, the Beeshu, is a lot more popular. You see more of those out there than the Atari and Commodore compatible versions. So check it out. That's the box there. It's got a 90-day warranty. I'm glad to hear that. Right here's the back, the Ultimate Superstick, and there you go. Looks pretty cool. I've always wanted to try it out. I will definitely put it through its paces today. There's a features, micro switch, and it's got 4 LED lights. And of course, you can read that right there. Of course, the Ultimate Superstick by Beeshu. Alright, today, I've already taken it out of its box, so it's probably not the original packaging. Of course, it's got a little cardboard piece right here. Just slide that off of it. Got it hooked in, ready to go. I'm going to play some games today. I'm going to play PacMan. I'm going to play a little bit of Demon Attack, Donkey Kong, Junior Pac-Man, Vanguard, Moon Patrol, and Joust. I figure that'll really test the joystick and its abilities. Of course, I'm playing on the famous JCPenney 1984 TV today. Going all retro, folks. Awesome. Of course, there's the buttons. The buttons feel pretty good on it. Not too bad. Not as clicky as the arcade buttons you see nowadays. Joystick, I mean, I don't feel the micro switches click like I do the plug and play games that I review. And you feel like, it feels like can't be too rough with it. It feels like, you know, you don't want to break it, in other words. But it looks like it's pretty decent build. I'm not going to say it's the best. I mean, like I said, I'm not going to sit there and go crazy with it. It's got a dial of speed. You can see that right there. Pretty much that's your turbo. The higher it goes, you know, the faster the turbo goes. Of course, you can adjust that, kind of like a volume switch. Left-handed, right-handed play. Of course, that's self-explanatory. Right-handed, you use your right-handed joystick, and the buttons will be enabled on this side. Left-handed, the buttons will be enabled on this side, and you play with the left hand on your joystick. On the bottom, there is a bunch of suction cups, 5 of them, and you sit here, you get ready to play it, press down on it. That thing's pretty tight. There you go. So that is very good if you got any intense gaming plans going, intense gameplays. Like I said, I'll run it through its paces and see how these games hold up to it. So we'll check it out. Let's get started here in a little bit. Alright guys, we are set up and ready to go. I'm going to be playing this. It's pretty locked in there. So I'm going to play a few of these games and kind of give my thoughts and impressions of it. First up is PacMan. Let's give it a shot. Alright, here we go. And we playing that. Turn up the sound. Alright, pretty responsive. Not bad. Of course, the joystick, even with the suctions, it still tends to want to slide a little bit, but I'm sure you could put water on the suction cups maybe, and it'll keep from sliding. But so far, so far not bad. I'm really liking this. Of course, I'm not putting too much stress on this joystick. Very cool. Alright. So let's see here. Yeah, you can definitely feel the responsiveness of this. All right, I really like this. I thought, all right, that was PacMan. I really thought this would be the joystick would be kind of fragile and easily feel like it'd be easily falling off, but so far pretty good. Not too bad. I mean, we're early into the game. Of course, I would pick Vanguard. This is a good game to do because it's got multi-directional, and I'll test the diagonal directions of it. So let's give that another shot. All right. All right. All right. Not too bad so far. Of course, Vanguard's one of my favorite games. Very, very awesome game. I love it. Yep. So far, the diagonals feel pretty good. Very, very intuitive. Yeah. Not too bad. This is really arcade-like. Ah. Oh yeah. Of course, I want to go through and do a gameplay of this. See if I'm getting good high scores. But yeah. You can hear the micro switches click, but they're not as loud as the plug and play games. But all right, that's Vanguard. Can't complain. Not too bad. Very cool. I like this joystick so far. So Vanguard's in the books. Let's try another favorite, Moon Patrol. Of course, I played this last time. I'll get that music rocking, and then we'll play it. Turn the difficulty switch to expert, and you get music in it. All right. Both these button acts as the same button, so. All right, pretty cool so far. I wish the buttons were a little clickier, like the arcade buttons. I wish that, but they're not too bad. Let me try the dial of speed. Let's see if I hold down the button. Alright, the dial of speed, it's automatic. You don't have to press the button. So you can, as you can see, I'm not pressing the button. And if you notice, I don't know if you can see here, but when you turn on the auto fire, the buttons will light up accordingly as how fast the auto fire is. Very cool. Alright, that's Moon Patrol. Like I said, the dial of speed, the LED buttons are going really fast. And when I dial it down, they go a little bit slower. So that kind of gives you an indication of how fast the turbo is going. Of course, you can turn it off as well. And if you can see, when I hit the button, the LED lights light up, so that's pretty cool. And that was Moon Patrol. Let me do a little bit of Donkey Kong. And this time I'm going to switch over to the other side. So let's go to the right-handed and see what we can do with that. Let's give that a shot. All right. Of course, having it switched, only these buttons will respond. These other sides, these will not respond at all. So, because because of that switch. So far, not too bad. Donkey Kong. Of course, when it comes to old arcade games, I like playing with the right-handed joystick instead of the left. Kind of just throws me off. But yet, games like Street Fighter or Mortal Kombat, I'll play with the left-handed joystick, of course. Okay, that was Donkey Kong. Very awesomeness. Okay, Joust, I'm going to test the buttons on it. I'm going to go back to my left-handed side because I'm a little better with that, with the older ones. Alright. Joust. Not bad. Very responsive. Let's get the auto fire going here. Alright. The only critique I have about the auto fire is you don't press it yourself. It's automatic. That is my only critique. I wish you could turn on auto fire and press the button and do auto fire. Otherwise, it just does it automatically. So that's a kind of a minus there. See, I would like to be able to press the button myself and do it, but it is what it is. That is Joust. All right, let's get Demon Attack really quick. That's kind of like a Space Invaders type of game. So let's see how that works for the Atari. Well, let's do this. As you can see, I'm not pressing the button, it automatically fires. But I can turn that off. Alright. Alright, that was Demon Attack. Just wanted to quickly go through that one. So, last game today on the list is Junior PacMan. Let's give that a shot. We can get that in there. Alright. Excuse me. Alright, let's give that a shot. Alright. Very arcade-like feel, not bad. Of course, Junior PacMan, that's a kind of a harder PacMan game because you got a bigger maze. Whoa. All right. I'll go ahead and wrap this up real quick. Junior PacMan. Not too bad. Well, my final thoughts on this little baby here. It's not bad. The joystick, it holds up a little bit better than I thought it would. The buttons, I wish they were a little bit more clickier, you know, like the arcade machine buttons. But, you know, be that as it may, it's not too bad. I wish the dial of speed, I wish it was wasn't auto fire. I wish you could press down on the button and then the auto fire would kick in, the turbo fire. But as it is, it's automatic, so you don't press the button. So that's kind of a downer. But and the suctions, that's good. Good little suction cups for like set up like this. If you got a nice little TV, you can set it on. But not too bad. LNR buttons, they work great. Of course, the buttons light up when you press them. So all in all, not a bad little joystick, especially for the time. I know nowadays you could probably get custom ones a lot better, but pretty good. I would recommend it if you want the nostalgic version of the joystick. But like I said, there's people that make joysticks, especially on a website called Atari Age, that are a lot better, and they're made with quality arcade parts. So, but if you're just a casual gamer, this will do. But I appreciate it. Thank you so much for joining me. Ultimate Superstick for the ultimate game review. I appreciate you. Thank you for sticking with me, and I will talk to you next time. Hey guys, just wanted to give you a quick update on this. I hooked up my Atari 7800. I wanted to see if the buttons acted as independent buttons, because on the Atari 7800 you have two buttons. One is independent of the other. They don't act the same. So for example, in pole position, one button is your gas and the other is your brake. So I just tested this out, and it appears it does not. It does not separate the two buttons. It acts as the same button, like it was a one button Atari 2600 joystick. So I also did something with Xevious. Let me show you that real quick. It does act as one button and not two independent buttons. So I wanted to check that out with the Ultimate Superstick. So just one button. In the original, one button dropped your bombs and the other shot. This one button does both. So again, it acts as only one button, not two independent buttons, for the Atari 7800 Super System. So I thought I'd just let you guys know about that, in case you were wanting to get one of these for two separate buttons independently on a 7800. Does not go. It's a no-go. But thanks again for joining me. I appreciate you, and talk to you next time.